Hi there and welcome to Grace Yoga. We're having Yin Yoga class tonight. I just want to welcome you. Let's start our practice now, warming up. Deep inhales, closing the eyes, taking the breath in through the nose and into the abdomen. All right. If your eyes are closed, begin to gently and slowly open them. Meditation can be really hard, or it might come really easily, and every day can be different, and that's okay. Even Benjamin has settled down. Right. Taking our seat into our butterfly pose, bringing the soles of our feet together and the knees resting out to the side. You can have some support underneath the knees if they don't come all the way to the floor or if it's painful for you. You can place pillows or some sort of support underneath the knees if needed. The heels can be close to the body or they can be further away. And here we begin with our butterfly pose. This Yin Yoga class is for our legs, for stretching out the legs. As you're here, you're going to press your sits bones into the floor. So the sits bones are the bottom of the pelvis that when we reach and we feel the hips, you can feel a bony part more than other areas in the glutes. And that's what really presses into the floor. The heart lifts up and out and draw the heart forward. Hey. As we rest here in Yin, as we actively relax and stretch, you'll notice that your hips might become a little bit more open and you can draw your heart forward just a little bit more. I think he wants to get up there with Guinevere. I'm so excited about tomorrow. There's a thought that floats in. I'm excited about tomorrow. Okay, be excited. Let's not follow that thought. Let it go. And come back to the present moment here, to what we're doing. And maybe the heart comes forward even more. And notice where in your body you feel the stretch. Do you feel it in the inner thighs, in the hips? outsides of the legs. Letting the breath be nice and fluid. Nice deep inhales and exhales. And we're going to walk the hands back toward the body, sit nice and tall, and then we're going to extend the legs out as we move into our straddle. So I can switch to a different space here. Hi, Benjamin. Oh, sorry. Sorry. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. All right, so we're going to do yoga with the Benjamin. I'm going to try. Can you sit? Can you sit? In between the Yin Yoga poses, if you feel that it was a big stretch for you, it's a good idea to take a break. You can windshield wiper the knees back and forth. And then when you're ready, we'll take the legs out wide. Oh, you know what? I don't have that camera right, so I'll go to this wide angle here so you can kind of see. Oh yeah. Benjamin, sit. Sit. I know. I know. I know. And we'll get this on the next time. So this one says 7 minutes on this one, and that to me is quite a bit. It's like feels a little bit long. So I'm gonna put the timer on for 3 minutes, and we'll just see how we feel after 3 minutes. It's already been 20 seconds, so no worries. If it's still not comfortable, if you feel like you're rounding in your back, you're welcome to sit up on something a little bit taller, maybe a stool, a pillow, a blanket. Hey, can you shake? Can you shake? Shake. Here, shake. I haven't really taught him a lot. Here, shake. What was that? What was that? Shakey wakey, shake. Sitting here, same concept, pressing the sits bones down into the floor, lifting the heart up, maybe placing the hands on the floor. I was not even able to do this, what I'm doing now, without anything under the hips for a while. After, of course, practice and repetition, consistency, the body does start to open. The muscles start to relax and release. In Yin Yoga, we're actually working not only on muscles, we're also working on fascia, we're working on ligaments and tendons and all the tissues in our body that really can be stretched out. Yin is a great practice, but it's not good for injured tissues. So if you have any injuries in your body that we're stretching, you want to avoid those poses for this Yin practice. You don't want to stretch like an injured calf, or if you have a IT band that's just way crazy, and we're doing a stretch that really aggravates it. Yin is not the practice to restore. That's where you want to look at something like restorative yoga. Right. How are y'all feeling here? I think another 4 minutes in this would be healthy for you. You can come out of it any time. This is the only pose we're holding this long. And I'm going to go ahead and follow her suggestion. I'm going to add another 3 minutes to the timer following, when I say her suggestion, the one who wrote this program. And I said her, I meant to say him, Bernie Clark. I can just say their program. I'm starting to notice in the body, because we're here for a while, what feels comfortable, what feels safe, what feels right for you today. Hey, Lasered. I'm good. How are you? We're here in our Yin Yoga practice. Oh. Since we are holding this quite a long time, I'm going to sit up on this block here. So I am going to sit up, bring the hips up a little bit higher. Oh. That feels a little bit better. Because as we hold those poses longer, the muscles might be like, what's going on? So we're good. How are you, Lasered FN? How's school going? Is it good? You guess? Well, remind me again what your favorite subject is. Sitting nice and tall here. Oh, I even feel stretch in the top part. The leg. Civics, that's right. Civics. I would call that social studies, I think. So if you're feeling like uncomfortable, like in this pose, that is where the yin is different from restorative yoga. It's not always pleasant in yin, as long as it's not painful. If it's not painful, you're good. If it's, as long as there's no numbness or tingling, you're good. But it's just, there's certain poses, like this is one for me, it's just not super comfortable. I'm actually feeling in my lower left, like rib side, I don't know, area. It's just like, ooh, lots of something pulling there. Maybe my hips are out of line. Social studies is 1 through 5. Yeah, okay, so I guess it's just the curriculum must have changed or something over the years, because I never even took anything called civics. I just called it social studies or history, and we took government, we took economics, but I don't know. This is supposed to be just a little bit longer here, about 5 more deep, slow inhales and exhales. Definitely. And you know what? I'm probably feeling extra sore today because yesterday was my leg practice, my leg day. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, cool. 8th grade history replaced. Okay, very awesome. Oh, man. Thank you. You can see how the mat is wrinkling up because my feet are wanting to like draw back together and forward. And it's gonna start to come out of this now. So in order to do that, you want to just windshield wiper your feet till they start to come forward. Yeah. And then slowly bend the knees here toward the body. Good, yeah. If you're on some sort of block or pillow, go ahead and come out of that, and then we're gonna windshield wiper the knees back and forth. Continue to do that back and forth. All right, we're going to move into caterpillar. We're going to take a few more moments before we get into this next pose, and I'm going to light this candle. Yes, I am. If you have a candle you want to light, feel free to do that. Or if you have incense that you would like to burn, sage, go ahead and create your space. Allow it to be just a really nice, cozy space for you. And I even have my elephant here symbolizing abundance. Covered the candle. Yeah, that looks good. And if you'd like, you can bring a block back. Sitting on that block if you want to. Extending the legs long, and here it's okay to leave the toes pointed. If you don't want the block, that's okay too. You can sit straight on the floor, you can sit in a chair. I'm gonna try without and see where I'm at today. We'll do that, yeah, I think that'll be good. And breathing. We're already in this, we're already in this yoga pose called caterpillar. It's okay to draw the toes up toward the face if you want to. It'll stretch more of the hamstrings, the calves. Or it's fine, it's just fine to leave the toes kind of pointed away from the body. Evander Commander, hello there, welcome. We're doing our Yin Yoga practice today. Yin Yoga, and you may have heard me already say this, I'll just reiterate again. Yin Yoga is great for stretching healthy muscles, ligaments, tendons, and fascia. It's not to be used for working on injured muscles. You can't touch your toes. Are you able to sit on the floor like this with the legs straight out and the heart over the hips, nice and tall? Or does this even bother you? Okay, so from here, yeah, you'll just lean the heart forward and not worry about where the hands are or whether you can touch your toes or not. Just let your hands rest on your legs. Maybe the elbows can come down to the floor while keeping the back straight. I think so, and Evander, you were really flexible. I was noticing yesterday, very, very flexible. You're able to do lotus pose. You can do, like, have the legs out wide. We had just come out of a pose called straddle, where the legs are out nice and wide. Oh yeah, I forgot. Shout out Evander Commander. Thank you so much. Or S-O-E, exclamation point S-O-E. I think that'll be the custom one for you, I think. Yeah, we're not hearing this one very long. This one's called caterpillar. Oh, and then, thank you so much, Dragon Blue Goth. Walking the hands back, and we're coming out of this one. So I wanted to also tell you, I'd noticed like you were sitting like with the legs, or sitting with your legs nice and wide, and just Claudius was adding pressure on your back, pressing you down. And another option would be to have her keep that pressure, but instead of you allowing, like folding forward into that, press against whoever's putting pressure on your back, and that will help, like, different type of stretch. Just another option for your own flexibility there. All right, we're gonna draw the feet up, and we're just gonna windshield wiper those knees one more time. I tried to put that explanation in chat, but I wasn't sure if I was able to explain that right. So yeah, that'd be interesting. I mean, I would like, and I'd like to see how that would help you, and like you're already really flexible, so it's not really a matter of that, but it is good to stay stretched out. Yesterday, I did my leg workout with weights, and man, I am so sore today. So this Yin Yoga flow is for the legs. Like all the poses here are for our legs, and we'll go ahead and move into the next one, which in other yoga practice is called pigeon. In this one, it's called swan. And again, Evander, you were doing this pose yesterday. Yeah, there you are. All right, so we're gonna come into tabletop just to get into this pose. We're gonna bring our left knee forward. No, I'm sorry, right knee forward. So right knee forward, kind of right behind the wrist, the right wrist, and then walk that right ankle over to the side. Walk the left toes back. Maybe point the back toes. You have an option here to either point the back toes or tuck those back toes under. If you tuck them under, it may feel safer for your knees. If you start to feel like the knee gets a little compromised here, if the toes are pointed, go ahead and tuck those toes. All right. Oh, man. This inner thighs are like, what is going on? So we're going to do this for 2 minutes. 2 minutes here with the heart up. So we're going to stay up. But super enjoying my workout as far as working with weights. I'm at pretty much at the very beginning of my weightlifting journey. I did do resistance training when I was in college. A long time ago, around the same time that I started taking yoga. And I lost an inch, like all over when I did that. When I combined, I was doing yoga and weight training or resistance training. I was at the gym and I was using like lighter weights, higher reps. But this is the first time that I'll be doing lower reps, like 8 to 12 reps. And just get tired out by that, so heavier weights. And this is my 4th week of doing that. I'm really enjoying it. And you guys are inspiring me so much, so much. All right, so we're here. We're gonna bring the heart down. And this is called Sleeping Swan. Yeah. And on Tony's page, his Discord page, I posted a little short video of me doing a pull-up. It is assisted pull-up. I had a little band under there. But that's part of my workout tomorrow. And hopefully I'll get to use, over time, fewer and fewer bands. Thank you, Evander Commander. Yeah, Lasered, he's right. It will come. It will happen. And just noticing in your own body where you're feeling the stretch. It will. And I hope to. I hope for you as well. And you're very... Travi G. Shout out to Travi G. Thank you so much for raiding. What's up, Travi? Thank you for the raid. Travi. Let's see here. We got 30 more seconds here on this sleeping swan. I'm gonna check out Travi G's page. Thank you for the raid. I don't think you've ever raided here before, so thank you. Very excited for the raid. Yes, I'm feeling good. How are you feeling? I'm gonna pull up your page here on Twitch, if I can, while I'm in the sleeping swan. All right, we're gonna come out of this. So we're gonna walk the hands back toward the body, tuck those back toes if they're not already tucked, and then start to walk them forward. All right, take a seat, easy seat here. And begin to windshield wiper those legs back and forth. And as we do that, I'm gonna check. Let's see here. Thank you so much for rating. Raiders, welcome Raiders. I'm Grace Yoga. I teach yoga Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. right here on Twitch. And today is Yin Yoga. Yin Yoga is really good for stretching muscles, fascia, ligaments, tendons. Healthy muscles, fascia, ligaments, tendons. It is not to be used for stretching out injuries because we hold the poses so long. And so it's not meant for that. All right, awesome. Yeah, giving you a follow, Travi G. Thank you so much. Sorry. I don't. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, tell me, Raiders, what are y'all doing? What are y'all up to today? We're going to take this on the other side. Feel free to just try these poses if you like. We're going to come back to tabletop. And we're going to bring that left knee forward and walk that foot over. Oh man, my calf is so sore. I did calf raises, standing calf raises. Thank you for the shout out, Dragon Blue Goth. Thank you. Yeah. So Travi G, what do you generally stream? It looked like when I was over there real quickly, it looked like it was weight training. I'm loving our fitness community that we have here on Twitch. Jackwater85, hi, how are you? How's your day going? We just got raided, I'm not sure, by Travi G, so that was exciting. Oh, you're at work, okay. Oh man. I did the leg workout yesterday and I am very, very sore. So this Yin Yoga for the legs, it's a leg sequence and it's very, it's helping me a lot for my leg day. Travi Raid, thank you so much. Thank you for the follow, the Real Derek 101. How are you, Real Derek 101? I'm glad you're here. Yeah, this is a real chill today. Oh, and then as you see my shirt, can you see it? You'll do some, yeah, we did chair yoga yesterday. You're good, Real Derek. What was going on in Travi G's stream today? And I'm doing really good. I worked my legs yesterday. And yes, namaste, mothers. Thanks, Evander Commander. You love, love, love it. Awesome. Awesomeness. All right, and now we're gonna bring this down, making it sleeping swan. Not really sleeping, but continuing to breathe. Yeah, we had a fun time in chair yoga yesterday. Today's yin, tomorrow's gonna be a vinyasa flow. So it'll be more like up, down, more of a rigorous practice, which is probably my favorite one to do. I love that one. It's just a lot of fun to be able to do all those different poses. However, since I've started lifting, well, I'm in my 4th week of lifting, so I'm very like noob to that. I'm sore a lot. I get sore a lot, like my arms, my triceps were sore yesterday. My legs are sore today. My inner thighs are screaming at me. Does it always feel like that? Like for those of you who've been working out and lifting weights for, longer than me, for years, what does it feel like in your muscles when you've, worked them out? Not to the point, I'm not talking about injury, I'm just talking about once you've worked them out to a point of fatigue, I guess. Just another minute here in our sleeping swan. And remember, if your knee doesn't feel comfortable, you can tuck those back toes underneath. Thanks, a booty bandit. Man, this does help. Okay, just a few more seconds here, 15 more seconds. And no worries if you start to feel like you need to come out earlier, that's fine. Oh, yeah, what I said was, it's time to come out of this. That's not what I said. Coming out of this, oh, can definitely tell a difference, my goodness. So we're gonna come to seated. So find your way to an easy seat. So this is what I was showing you. I was showing you my shirt. My shirt, it's got my emote. This one. Do I do early? No, I just do not regularly. I just do 7 p.m. Central Time, Monday through Thursday. Sometimes I will stream on like bonus classes. The last bonus class I did was the Yogathon last Friday. The bonus class I streamed before that was an early morning stream. It was at, I think, 6 a.m. Central Time, so it would have been 5 a.m. Mountain Time. I streamed then, and I really like morning practices. You know why? Because when I come into the early morning streams, I'm like, I just turn on the light and I'm like, good morning, y'all. But then by the end of the practice, I'm really invigorated and energized and excited. All right, so we're gonna do a pose called shoelace. Shoelace. Here we are in our shoelace pose, stacking one knee on top of the other, pressing the sits bones into the floor, lifting the heart up, nice tall spine. And you're about to order your yoga mat. What color are you gonna get? You're welcome to bring the knees further apart here. You're welcome to extend one leg long and then placing the other leg over if that's a better modification for you. Or it's okay just to be here in shoelace, just like this. Awesome. Awesome. Are you able to extend your bottom leg out long? So that modification that I just showed, and I know there's a lag on the stream. So maybe the modification works for you when you extend the leg long. And this is a challenging pose. It's not one that most can just get into, or some. I've seen even some of the advanced yogis, people who've been practicing yoga for years, still struggle to bring their knees together. And it has nothing to do with ability, flexibility. It may have something more to do with the hips and how they're made. And that just might be how we're made. I like your emotes. And if you'd like, you can walk your hands forward. Really feeling this, and whichever knee is on top, you might feel it in that same hip. Dragon Maiden, welcome. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I'm wearing my shirt again. I'm gonna wear it tomorrow too. Excited about it. I would say this would be our peak pose of the practice. This can be quite challenging, or it can be super relaxing. It depends on your hips and how open they are and how they were made. Just like our fingerprints are so different, so are our hips. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Walking the hands back, drawing the knees up, and windshield wiper those legs. And this class is Yin Yoga for the legs, which I definitely need it today. After the work that I did yesterday, all right, so we had the right knee on top. Now we're going to stack the opposite knee, the left knee on top. And here we go. If you like, you can walk your hands forward, maybe resting the torso on the thighs. You can even close your eyes here in these poses. We still have 2 more minutes. No worries to keep up the time. Just focus on the breath. As you take deep breaths in, let your lungs expand the ribs. As you exhale, melt just a little bit more into the pose. Observe what your body is telling you, and you're welcome to even here, if you'd like, place your forehead on the block to let your neck relax. Remember, if you feel numbness or tingling in this pose, then you want to ease back just a little bit beyond 9. The wheel pose. I would say the wheel pose was introduced to us maybe about 10 weeks in of practicing. And so I was quite young then when I started practicing the wheel pose, and I could do it. I was surprised that I could do it. I've noticed over time that the wheel pose hasn't been as beautiful. It's like it takes more for me to make that nice arc. But yeah, so to answer your question, I think so. All right, walking the hands back. And we're gonna take this down. Oh, let's see, best way to do this. One of my cameras I didn't have set up right. It's for, because if I go here, do you see this camera right here? If I lay down, you can't really see. So I'm gonna have to go to the wide angle here. Yeah, that'll be better. All right. We're gonna hug those knees into the chest. Extend the left leg long, right knee goes across the body. I need my timer, sorry. I'm getting my timer. Yeah, there we go. So you can send your right arm out to the side if you want. Left hand can go on the outside of the knee and over. You need a room like that. Oh, hey, yeah. Jackwater, you're so sweet. Let's see, that is Thank you. So beyond 9, my question to you is, what is stopping you? What do you feel? Like, where do you struggle with that pose? I have something in my eye. Yeah. So thoracic is this upper part, right? This is the lumbar from here, from your hip up. This is lumbar. Thoracic is between the lumbar and the neck. Yeah. I'm just explaining this to everyone who may not know what the thoracic area is. So here. In back bends, and I want to show you after class, so if you want to stick around then, that would be awesome. But in back bends, it's the lumbar spine that gets the brunt of this curve. And everybody's body's different, so a lot of this might also depend. And there's not so much curvature in the thoracic part of the body for a back bend. And do you get into them from the floor? Like, do you lay on the floor and then press yourself up? So here, notice what your body feels in this twist. Take in some deep breaths and exhale. Maybe you draw that knee, the right knee, across the body even more to the floor. Oh my goodness. Yeah, me too. That's how I do it as well. And Jack Water. Thank you, Jack Water. We're going to draw that knee back in to the center midline of the body. Extend that leg long. Draw the opposite knee in. Hug the knees into the chest. Circle. Yeah. Keep circling. Keep circling. We had asana of 2 seconds. I forgot to change it. I need to get better at remembering. Circle the other way. And then we're going to extend the opposite leg out. So the right leg out, left knee draws in toward the chest and over. Do you feel pain beyond 9? Do you feel pain? Like, when you say you have trouble, does it feel like strength? Do you feel compression, pain in your thoracic vertebrae? So you're going to take your gaze in the opposite direction of the knee that's going across the body. Guinevere. Guinevere. She's asleep, my dog. Okay. Good to know beyond 9. If you want to stick around for after in the chat session, I can walk through a back bend if you want. And I think that there are some poses that some people aren't right for us. Some poses are, like some people can do some poses great with no problems, and there's some like poses for me even that I'm like, that's not for me. Our bodies are shaped so differently, and our hips are shaped differently, so a lot of the way that we press up could have, like the way our feet are, could have something to do with it. Just taking your awareness to your body and just seeing where you're feeling the stretch, which muscles, which ligaments, tendons are being stretched here for you. Deep inhale, slowly exhale. And keep breathing like that. Deep inhales and slow exhales. All right, drawing the knee back to the center, hugging the knees into the chest and circling in one direction. And circling in the opposite direction. And extending the legs long. Hands melt to the sides, or you can place them on your abdomen. Maybe you close your eyes here. Come into your pose of rest. Even if that means, if lying on your back isn't comfortable, taking any other pose. Lying on your stomach, on your side, get comfortable and cozy. Maybe even sit up here. And just letting the body really just melt into the floor. Enjoying this Shavasana. Take your awareness to your ankles and heels, soles of the feet, all 10 toes, middle of the foot, the calf, both calves, the knees, hamstrings, the hips and glutes. Taking in a deep breath, exhaling with a sigh. Loosening the jaw. Anytime the mind starts to wander, bring your awareness back to your breath. And if you're ready, you can start to come out of this pose by wiggling fingers and toes. Or if you want to stay a little bit longer, you can just tune me out, continuing your Shavasana practice. Otherwise, if you're ready, hugging your knees in toward your chest. Oh man, so sore. So sore. Circling the knees in opposite directions and together. Rolling over to one side and pressing up into seated. Yeah. Okay, sorry. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for your practice. The divine light and grace that is in me recognizes and is so, so grateful for the divine light and grace that is in you. Namaste. Here. So we got our Q&A going on now. I want to say this is my shirt. That is, I'm wearing all week because it's Guinevere. I drew this. This is Guinevere. And I drew this too. And this is not like any type of standard font. This is my handwriting here where I was like, namaste, y'all. So this is my design, my emote. And modern mullet, yay, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, you did? Yay.